into this hip stretch where we bring our right knee in line with our ankle, and then the left leg will cross out in front of it. We're just gonna lift up nice and tall through the spine, and start to walk forward. And we'll fold into it, and just let your back round. Let's take some big, deep breaths here. And as we hold the pose, try to let the body relax. So think of softening all the way from the crown of the head, the jaw, the shoulders, the belly, the outer knees fall down. And we're using the exhale to release deeper. So slowly with time, as you hold this stretch, you'll start to feel like you can fold a little closer to your legs and to the floor. You don't want to force it, but it should feel like it gives way after we hold the position for a couple moments. And think of your upper back sacrum area spreading apart. We're just gonna walk our hands over to the right. Make sure the left hip doesn't lift. And then let your upper body fold down towards the right foot. Take a deep breath into that left side. And then we're going to walk over to the left. Folding down towards that left knee. Right hip stays heavy. And you'll feel this stretch over in that right lower back area. And breathe into the right ribs, the right waistline. And then press all the way up. And let's just switch out our legs. So we'll bring the other leg on the outside. We're bringing the feet in line with the knees. And then a gentle flex of the feet. So heels moving out. And then fold straight down the middle. And then do that body scan starting at the top of the head. Relax all the muscles in the face, the upper traps. The belly is soft so that we can take deep inhales and exhales, making sure that the breath is full and not just up in the chest. And after a couple moments here, you'll start to feel like your chest can release closer to the floor. Feel a spreading of your back as if the two sides of your back are moving away from the spine. Take both of our arms over to the right. And we'll just make sure this left hip doesn't lift. So keep it pressing into the floor. And then drop your head down and lean into it. Let's take it over to the left. So press the left thigh down, square your chest to the left knee, and fold. walk up to a seat. Okay, we're gonna do some movement for the back. So you'll interlace your fingers. You're gonna breathe out as you push your hands forward and round your back into a C shape. And then sit tall as you reach your arms straight up. And maybe you find the opposite C shape. Chest goes up, tailbone goes back. So as you exhale round, you're gonna press your palms forward and pull your waist in the opposite direction. Good, and then inhale, lift tall. Arms go back, chest moves forward. And one more, breathe out, round the spine. And breathe in, arch the back. Good, and then release the hands. Let's send the left leg straight out in front of us, and we'll bring the right leg to butterfly. So just want to pull this left hip back in space. I'm going to flex your toes and then reach down for the ankle or the foot. And we want to feel like our waist is twisting over to the left. And then you're going to fold down. Then allow the whole body to release and relax over the left leg. And continue to focus on that deep breathing. And with every exhale, think of a place or a muscle in your body that you can release a little bit more tension from. And if you feel like the muscle has started to release, maybe you walk your hands a little lower towards the foot or towards each other. And not only will you feel this stretch in the back of the leg, but also in the back itself. And then releasing the left foot. Let's roll up and we'll do the second side. So right leg is gonna go straight forward, left leg to butterfly, and just see that your hips are level. So I have to pull the right hip back a little. Reach down for the ankle, and then we're turning the waist. So waist turns to the right. And then with time and with your breath, you're just gonna let the body drape over the right leg. And observe the difference between the right and left side of the body, and notice if there's a difference in the muscles. If you feel there's more space, maybe walk the hands lower, let the chest drop deeper towards the right knee. And releasing, rolling yourself up. We're gonna go both legs down. So I just want you to slide the hips out from underneath you. And then we'll reach down, grab gently on the legs, and draw yourself forward. And then if it's comfortable, just let that head hang down. Think of the toes spreading apart here. And breathe into the back of the body. Think of sending the breath up into the back of your lungs so you feel the spine lift up into your shirt as you inhale. And then you feel the belly and the face drop down towards your legs as you exhale. So you feel a little bit of an expansion and lengthening as you breathe in. And then a releasing and a relaxation effect as you breathe out. And if there's space, walk the hands lower, create a little bit more length, and fold down. And then let's roll up the back. And we'll just cross the legs again. Sitting tall, interlace your fingers and reach your arms straight up. Then imagine the back of your body is against a wall. We're gonna side stretch over to the right, stretching out the left waistline, and then through center, side stretch over to the left, stretching out the right waistline. Take a big lengthening breath to the right. Breathe out as you go through center. Big lengthening breath to the left. Breathe out through center. Let's go one more each way. Inhale to the right. Exhale, center. Inhale to the left. Exhale, center. Good, and then release the arms. And let's bring the bottoms of the feet together for butterfly or Baddha Konasana. And pull the heels in. Allow the knees to gently drop down. And then you can pull against your feet or your ankles to start to move your body forward. Other option is to take the arms forward and lean forward into the arms and let the head drop. And so this will also be in the low back. But now we're focusing a little bit into the inner thighs and the groin. And we're working that breath again. So with every breath out, there's a release physically and emotionally. It's a let go. With every breath in, you're bringing in something new to the space that you need or to the stretch that you need. And walking all the way on up. We're gonna add a twist in now. So we'll send that left leg straight forward and then take your right foot, put it outside the left leg. We're gonna wrap our left arm around the right leg, we're hugging it. Place your right hand on to the floor behind you and push into the hand to help you sit tall. And then you're gonna pull against the right leg with the left arm to help you twist. And so as you breathe in, lift. As you breathe out, rotate. Inhale, chest up, shoulders down. Exhale, turn through the waist. And then gently release. And come back to center. Okay, right leg's gonna extend straight. Left foot plants outside the right leg. And then wrap your right arm around the left leg. Left fingertips behind you. As you push down into the fingertips, the chest will get taller. And then you're gonna pull against your left leg to help you turn your chest over that left thigh. Gonna breathe in, sit tall, and breathe out, twist. And then releasing the twist. Then we're gonna take this into our straddle. So legs are gonna open up nice and wide. Good, let the inner thighs roll up, and then walk down the center, and lean into the stretch. And then keeping the same focus for the class is that breathing that helps you just release all the muscles of the body, softening into the pose. And if it feels like more space is created after a couple moments, folding into it, or knowing if you've had enough or if you need to back off. Then let's start to walk it over to the left leg. So we'll feel that this right leg stays planted. Turn the waist to the left and fold down. And let's just travel this over to the right. And dropping that left side, lifting the right side of the waist, and then folding into it. And then let's press all the way up. And we'll take a side bend. So spine is nice and tall. That left hand glides down the leg. Right arm reaches over. Thinking of reaching the right fingertips and the right leg apart. Good, then we'll roll up the side and bring that right hand to the right leg. Turn your chest left. Stretch that left arm up and over. Rolling up through the side. Okay, we're gonna bend the right knee deeply, so your knee points straight forward, and then your left leg will cross over that. So eventually the knees narrow. Yep, then both hips are heavy, and we're gonna walk forward and fold. This will be a stretch for that left hip. we're gonna press up, unwrap the legs here, and we'll switch the top leg. Good, so that left knee lines up with the center of the chest, right leg will stack. We're gonna try to shift some weight out of the left hip and into the right hip. Very nice, and then we'll walk down the center. And then let's press up, unwrap the legs. Okay, we're gonna take it onto our backs now. So we'll lay it on down. Okay, we're gonna bend the left knee, plant the foot on the floor, reach the right leg straight up to the sky. And then just wrap your hands around the back of the right leg. And go for the length of the leg rather than it being close to you. So it's okay to push the leg away from you into the hands. And then you're reaching your heel up, spreading the toes apart and angling them down. And then breathe into the back of the right leg, from the right heel to the right sits bone. Big breath in and out. We're just gonna take the leg in our hands and bring it a couple inches across to the left. So you still wanna feel like your right hip is down, but your leg is now across your body to the left side of the room. This is your IT band, so you'll feel this on the outside of that right leg. And then we're gonna come back to center. And cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Open the right knee out to the side. We'll go figure four stretch by wrapping your hands around your left thigh and pulling it towards you. Working to keep the hips grounded. We'll release the hands, but we'll keep the shape of the legs. So you're gonna take your left hand and hold the right ankle. And then keeping the legs in this shape, drop them over to the left. Your right foot will plant down, and we're trying to press the right knee up and away from us, using the strength of the leg. And then the upper body is gonna turn to the right. And then release, come back to center. Okay, plant your right foot down with your knee butt and send the left leg straight up to the sky. Hold the back of the left leg with the hands. Press the left leg away from you into the palms. Reach the back of the heel up and spread your toes apart. And think of drawing a line down the back of your left leg, breathing up and down that imaginary line. Keep the left leg straight up. We're just going to bring it across the body over to the right. We'll feel this in the outside of that left leg. And think of that left hip staying on the ground. And then we're taking figure 4 stretch. So we'll cross the left ankle over the right thigh, and then wrap your hands around the right leg. Pull the right leg to you and let the left knee open up. Okay, we're going to add the twist into this one. So the legs will stay as they are. The hands are going to change. Your right hand will grab the left ankle to hold it in place. And then send the shape of the legs over to the right. The bottom of the left foot will plant. You're going to try to, with the strength of the left leg, push your left knee open. So the kneecap points up. And then turn your chest to the left, away from your legs. And then release, come back to center. Let's take the feet as wide as the mat with the knees bent, and then knock your knees together and take your arms into a goalpost shape. So they're 2 90-degree angles with the arms. Take your left leg and cross it over the outside of the right leg, and then draw the knees over to the left. Press the back of the arms against the floor. So that will help you create an opener in the chest. That's good for posture and unrounding the shoulders. And then releasing back to center, place the left foot wide again, knock the knees together, and take the right leg over the outside of the left leg. This time pull the knees down and over to the right. Keep the left arm pressing into the ground. And then releasing through center. You're going to bend the knees and plant the feet. Take the arms out to a T. We're just going to move the hips over to the left, so just the hips. Bring your knees to your chest. Cross your left leg once or twice over the right leg, and then send the knees over to the right. So we're in a spine twist. And then you're going to try to turn your chest left. So upper and lower body are moving in the opposite direction. Create length down the left side. Take a couple breaths here. Good, and then through center, uncross the legs. Okay, we're gonna move the hips over to the right side of the mat. So you will feel a little crooked at first. Knees come up. Cross the right leg over the left once or twice, and then the knees are going to go over to the left side of the room. You're going to turn your chest over to the right side of the room. Then releasing through through center. Let's just uncross the legs. We're gonna bring it all the way around the other way onto our stomach for a Cobra stretch. So we'll get some of that extension in there for the posture. So let's actually do Sphinx pose first. So this one, you're on your forearms. So your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. Good, yeah. Good, so when you lay down on your stomach, you wanna tuck your hips, pull your abs in. We're on the forearms now. Think about the upper back and move your upper back muscles together. Then push into your forearms as if you're gonna lift your elbows, but you're not going to, and lift your chest up. So you should feel a stretch maybe in the top of your core, in your chest, and your upper back should feel engaged. Good. And then exhale, lower down. Okay, take the hands as wide as the mat, outsides of your head. So high up, shoulders are down. You're gonna inhale, roll your chest up off of the ground. Good, and then exhale, roll it back down. So this time, more weight in the hands, maybe the elbows lift. And we're just gonna gently roll up and down the body. If you feel anything in the low back, the first thing I would say is bring the hands higher up. And focus at bending at the middle of the spine so that we don't put any pressure in that low back. Nice. Good, breathing in and breathing out. Good, one more right here. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Okay, we're gonna lay down and look to the left. Bend your left heel in and grab the foot with the left hand. And then pull the foot to you. So you feel a stretch through the front of the thigh. Then press and stamp the front of the hips into the mat to intensify this thigh stretch. Good, and then let's gently release the left foot. Turn your gaze to the right, bend the right foot in, grab the outside of the foot with the hand, and pull it to you. Good, and then lengthen the low back towards the bottom of the mat. And then gently release that right leg. Okay, we're gonna plant the hands down right underneath the shoulders. Elbows hug the waist. And we're gonna take another low cobra. So you're gonna inhale, lift the heart. Think of your back muscles tightening towards each other. And then exhale, we lower down. Let's do 4 more. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out to lower. As you lift up, think of sending your chest straight forward. Nice work. 2 more. Breathe in. And breathe out. The last one here. Inhale, lift. Exhale to lower. Okay, we're gonna counter that by doing a child's pose. So we're gonna go toes together, knees apart. Let your hips drop back towards your heels. Reach your arms overhead and then you can rest your forehead on the mat. Think of the spine doing the opposite of the cobra, letting it round in the opposite direction. And then just roll yourself up. And we're going to take a lunge stretch. So you'll step your left foot forward and wide, knee over ankle, hands inside the leg, and just walk the right knee back and let the hips drop. we're gonna press back and we'll change sides. So this time hands go to the left, that right foot steps forward and wide, heel underneath knee, and we're leaning our hips down, especially the front of this left hip for our lizard's pose. And we're gonna press back to all fours for some cat-cows. So palms are planted underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. You're gonna breathe your heart up into extension, moving the muscles in your back down and together. And then exhale, push the floor away from you with your palms and your shins. Spread between the shoulder blades. Inhale, tailbone, hips lift. And then exhale, tailbone and chest come together. Good. Breathe in, lift the heart, lift the hips. And breathe out, rounding through the back. And let's take one more here. Inhale, heart up, hips up. Exhale, round out the back. And then flatten out through the spine. And release.